How's it going, everybody? Moses here, bringing you another Path of Exile video, and today we're going to talk about the new uh, league mechanic and kind of like a recap of what we've been through since the league started. So it's now Monday night. The league started on Friday night, so this is kind of like day 3, day 2 recap. I just woke up after an 18-hour stream. That's right, we played this character for 18 hours and some change. Started at level 1 and pushed all the way to maps and beyond. We are now level 85. We still did not find all the Ascendancy Trial, missing 2. And we only have this, level 85, and our Atlas is about 50 out of 150. I'm not going to talk too much about the, or at all, about the actual Atlas. It's new and it takes some time figuring out. I personally don't really know what it's all about just yet. But I am going to talk about the, the league, how it's been for me. I died in that hardcore race, and I'm going to show you right here. This is the rip clip. You guys ready for this? I need to find some divine vessels. I haven't seen a single one, unfortunately. Sad times. So what happens here? I flame dash to the right side because there's Elder portal over here on the left and a whole bunch of bloodline pack, and I don't really know what they do, but I flame dash in and then a flame dash to the side, and then oh no, my game freezes. Oh no, game crash. Yeah, and I get booted out. Tell me I'm alive. And spoiler alert, I'm not alive. We log back in. I'm dead. Ha 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 ha. And I'm dead. Ha 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 ha. So funny, so funny. Hardcore in Path of Exile is so much fun when you make a level 84 character, do all the maps, everything goes fine, and then the game crashes and you die. So this is kind of bullshit, and I'm not willing to take part in this anymore. It's just not for me. Good luck for all the racers. I tried. It was fun, but in the end I feel that I would rather be playing my soul self-found softcore, which is what I'm doing right now, exploring the new league mechanic, exploring the Atlas, exploring the new bosses, and not having to stop and restart a new character every time something like this happens. Or, in the case of like a justified death, you still have to stop your progress and start leveling up a new character, and that kind of sucks. So hardcore is really not for me, especially not under these conditions and this kind of server instability that causes these kinds of things. And yeah, it sucks hard, but it's what it is, and it's fine. After that happened, I took a little break, took a little nap, woke up, started an 18-hour session. As we talked about, this character is now 85 and we're progressing. I found myself a tabula, which is pretty sweet. I think it was like 15 maps into the Atlas this thing dropped, or 20. Damage really started to pick up. I'm using conk effect against bosses and increased area for normal mapping. I managed to get out of a syndicate this helmet with trigger socketed spells when you focus, which is cool because I have not yet unlocked the craft, but this thing just dropped with this mod on it, and I can now summon all my golems all at once every, 10 seconds? The cooldown. So whenever they go low, I make sure that I have all the golems up and running. I started with Paragon of Calamity to be able to be immune to Atziri's Reflect, so we can do an Atziri's run, and I did, and I got the flask. Unfortunately it rolled minimum, but it's still good. It gives me that chaos resist and 10% more. And then I respec now. I got like 0 refund points and very few, if any at all, regrets. So if we want to do another Atziri, we need like 20 regrets, which is not that much. I farmed that in a few hours. Managed to get 2 exalts, and things are looking up. So cool stuff. Now, this is the character. The gear is kind of garbage, but league start, we're not expected to find anything too insane. Did manage to get about 5k life with Tabula, which is nice. This belt is not even leather or Stygian Vice or anything. Found these. This is item level 62. Throughout the story, found these out of one of the Metamorphs. It dropped with the hybrid mod of 30 movement speed and 6% chance to dodge attack hits, which used to be 12, is now nerfed with a little bit of life, a little bit of cold res, and some strength. So it's a really nice pair of boots with overall something like 90 plus life with the strength and double resist. Pretty solid. So we're using that for now. Some life here, nothing too crazy here, just some cast speed and some life, open resist suffix. And here we got some cast speed, some spell damage, fire damage to spells, big mono roll. These are the kind of ones you want, except instead of spell damage you probably want profane ones or heathen ones for increased cast speed instead of that spell damage. So yeah, we don't need the heat. We're immune to elemental ailments, shock, ignite, and chill and freeze. But for now, this is what I have from the leveling. Staunching Flask, Iron Skin. We probably want Curing to be immune to poison and remove poison, but I still haven't rolled my flask yet. I've been just mapping, doing all these white maps. We're now around tier 3, tier 4. I got some tier 5 happening over here, and a couple of, yeah, as you see, I don't have too many maps currently. Now, you got these watchstones that upgrade the version of the entire kind of like quadrant. Over here, the entire sector, they will upgrade these maps. So when you put them in, Beach used to be tier 1, now it's tier 4. And if you take another watchstone over here, Beach will now become tier 8, and you can increase the levels of the... See, this is now shore, it's like a red tier map. So the more watchstones you put in, the more, the higher, maps become, and you can increase the map levels this way, but it's kind of confusing, and you end up having multiple versions of Beach, for example, which is tier 1, tier 4, tier 8, and so on. So I'm not entirely sure how this entire thing works, but we're learning and we're progressing and we're unlocking these bosses. And yeah, that's basically it for our recap today. You're always invited to join the stream, and yeah, I believe this would be it for me for right now. So thank you everybody for watching. We're gonna start the stream pretty soon. We're gonna do some grinding, and yeah, you're invited to join. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.